Very nice use
that
of
placement isn't the
the
best
shout
I've
of the
ever
banshees,
seen.
suppressing your heavy bolter there.
Yeah. I started getting base raped here. Well, she range base rapes me. Or times 2, rather.
Still haven't used the nade on your ASM. There we go. Benazz is still pushing the orcs back though, full retreat, going for their power at the moment.
Yeah, Benazz uses his favorite little abuse here. Infernal armor plus the blood crusher knockback. And the blood maul.
Oh
Just
god.
devastated.
There goes the last member of one squad. Oh no, there's 2 of them.
I'd go back to my side and pay attention to the Wraith Lord.
You're getting a missile launcher now.
Yep. I hate doing it, but I finally had to. Now, DarkRaven pulls off a really good save with the Wraith Lord.
I'm guessing something to do with gauge yet again.
Well, it has to do with a number of things, but yeah. Basically, I used the melted bomb to slow down the Wraith Lord so that I could get an easy nade off. And she has her shuriken really well placed. But it wasn't really the shuriken that really amazed me, what she does here. If you watch my Tactical Marines DR, just take a look at them. And then they're about to fire the finishing rocket, and then she mind wars them. So they're suppressed and they don't get that rocket off.
Wow,
You know,
that's really
suppression
nice.
actually doesn't make any difference to suppression doesn't make any difference at all to how fast attacks fire missile launchers. Just a point of reference. Because they have no, is it wind up or something? It doesn't
And again,
actually
very
affect them at
nice
all.
placement of that shuriken platform, hindering your assault marines from getting the final melta-bomb off.
Yeah. Yeah, she really does a good job of saving her Wraith. In a
Got
really
one double
tight
banshees
position.
now. And the Sabulum is after coming out with his first squad of knobs now. It's currently being built. Everybody else is still in tier 2.
So if we look at
This is
Benazz,
their first
he
stage.
now has an additional Plague Marine squad.
Yeah, but Plague Marines are always a good buy when you play Chaos. They just have so many uses, and they're very easy to keep alive.
If you look at the Wraith Lord again though, she still hasn't moved anywhere even to start repairing with her GUs which are currently at base. Although she is now seemingly going doing that at long last.
Now I'm fully aware that she's about to begin an invisible assault, so I pull my scouts back for detect.
Yeah, and those, again, a very nice nade.
Nice grenade. Lucky one of my scouts wasn't on his ass and actually got the shotgun blast off.
So there goes the melta-bomb on the Wraith Lord. Boom, there
Yeah,
it
she
goes.
didn't repair it enough, so I just went for the melta.
So
Nice.
now the knobs are going in close combat with the Plague Marines, which is, well,
There's
not a good
assault marines will
idea.
get off very luckily here if they get out.
It's fairly effective.
Knobs against Plague
The
Marines.
melted bomb does 150 damage. So it just gets the Wraith Lord which had 149 health. And there goes the Chaos Lord, LOLOL, Blood Maul again. Getting everything miles away from whatever he was trying to do.
Really good use of them all.
You
On the
lost
other
your,
end, on my side, I lost my scout sergeant.
I just about to say that in the last engagement. To what
Yeah.
exactly? I didn't see. I think it was the Banshee knockback.
It was the
Finally got it.
Banshees. Yep. Right now, the game is pretty safe in our control, but they do get one final push.
Everybody's around the same amount of red as well. The orc, for some strange reason, hasn't actually, well, doesn't seem to have been using his red very much this game because he's currently up at 559, 560. Everybody else is just about 500. Well, actually, Benazz is the same as the orc, 560. Which means that if we hit tier 3, which Benazz is currently researching, there's going to be a chaos nuke drop somewhere, nearly definitely.
We both had our nukes ready.
Apparently in Retribution, as a point of interest, they're after buffing the
engagement
the
at the
orbital
middle
bombardment.
VP, orcs versus chaos. And Eldar.
From the looks of it,
The final
Chaos
engagement.
has a huge advantage over there, despite the K-Nob shotty, which is quite
Very
stupidly
nice, let
powerful.
the galaxy burn.
Nice use of them all there.
There's a gate currently being built over there too, so
At this point, my librarian comes over, and I use Veil of Time on Benazz's Zergs. Try to support him, while the rest of my troops are gem bashing.
Oh nee, wacht hier.
as you can see the Farseer though is doing the using her levitation spear, which tying up his orcs for a small while. Not long enough to do anything significant because he used the roar on the blood crusher, which drove everything off, but enough to stop them from
Yeah.
slaughtering anything else, which they have a tendency to do.
And that was pretty much game.
You can see again how the how longish range the K-Nob's shotgun is.
Well, if you
and it
guys
does
take a look
quite
to
lot
the
of knockback.
left, the Heretic squad survived with 38 HP from rocks.
Yeah, I heard the rocks somewhere and I was looking around the map, but I didn't see where it hit.
And then Benazz dropped his nuke on the other side on the Banshees.
Yeah, at the end of the game. It's a really nice picture though.
And that was game.
Overall, it was a pretty fun game.
I guess you could say well played to everybody involved.
Yeah.
Say what?
Any closing comments?
Well played.
I'm looking at the unit stats right now. At the stats, basically.
Well, I have to say, the crucial thing on my end was the fact that the Farseer didn't get her Wraith Lord back up to speed. If she had, she would have probably been able to continue to push me back because all I had really was the missiles and the Melta. I wasn't going
But
to
you
bother
could-
with the last cannon.
You could very easily, as you said there, gotten a last cannon, which would definitely have helped quite a lot.
Yeah. Really, if she had gotten Rangers out, things would have fared better for her because she would have been able to keep my scouts out of it, which would have allowed her invisible assaults, which she tried to do a couple times to get through undetected, which would have ended up in slaughtering me pretty much.
Yeah, on the last cannon, I think you really needed your Devastator to hold the line, eh?
That's why I didn't upgrade it and I went with missiles because I knew that there was going to be a lot of Banshee rushing, so I wanted to keep my Devastator on suppression and keep my scouts with them to try to protect against the gates.
What we didn't see there was a turret on your behalf, which may or may not have helped quite a bit.
Yeah. I was just
It does.
expecting Rangers, and I didn't see them. I was like, well, I don't know.
What really
Because
saved
as
you
I was
though there
telling
was
Cursed earlier, oh, go ahead.
no. What I was going to say, what really saved you there was that you built assault marines in tier 1, so you kind of watch. It's like it's kind of higher up you go in terms of like skill or whatever. Like the more you invest in tier 1, because you know you're going to force them to invest too, or else get forced back. In this case, she didn't invest as much. She seemed to rush for tech, and it didn't work out overall for her.
Right, she went for that Wraith Lord to try to punish me, which she almost killed my Devastator at range in my base, but luckily I was able to pull it back behind my base. As far as the orcs and Benazz, I think for a closing comment is just the Orc would have had to outplay Benazz by a mile because of how good Benazz's build is versus Orcs, as you guys saw. I mean, Armin the Inferno, the Maul, he can just keep him under control so easily.
Alright, that's a wrap. Thank you, gentlemen, and I'll see you all next time.